Welcome, Seekers of the Unknown, to the very first episode of the Midnight Veil Society podcast. I'm your host, Lexi, and together we'll journey into the shadows where mystery and curiosity intertwine. Now, before we dive into the depths of the unknown, let me introduce myself. By day, I'm a law enforcement officer, a profession that taught me how to investigate, uncover truths, and seek justice. But by night, I'm a lifelong seeker of the paranormal, the unexplained, and the unseen forces that linger just beyond the veil of our understanding. And that's how the Midnight Veil Society was born. It's more than just a name, it's a community, a space for curious minds and daring spirits to explore the supernatural. From ghosts and cryptids to ancient rituals and the signs of the unexplained, this is where curiosity meets discovery. So, what exactly is the Midnight Veil Society? At its core, it's a passion project turned business. On one side, it's a retail haven for those who want to bring a touch of mystery into their lives. We offer unique items like merchandise, crystals, and other tools to enhance your connection with the unknown. Whether you're setting up your first spirit communication session or simply embracing the aesthetics of the paranormal, we've got you covered. But it's also so much more than just a shop. The society is about education, about learning the how and why behind the paranormal. Through future workshops, guest speakers, and this podcast, we'll dive into the topics like the history of hauntings, techniques for exploring the supernatural, and even the science behind what many consider the unexplainable. Our mission is to create a space where skeptics and believers alike can come together to share stories, learn, and to explore. Because let's be honest, life is more interesting when there's a little mystery in it, right? This podcast will be your guide to all things paranormal and supernatural. Each episode will explore a new topic, some familiar, some a little bit more obscure. We'll talk about things like ghost hunting techniques, the meaning behind the common paranormal symbols, and even dive into the folklore of cryptids and the legends from around the world. During discussions on these topics, you may notice some repetition of words and phrases. Each topic may be different, but they all fall underneath the same veil and intertwine one way or another. I'll also be sharing personal experiences, tips for beginners looking to explore this fascinating world, and interviews with experts who have spent years studying the paranormal. And here's the thing, I want you, the listeners, to be part of this journey. Have a question about the paranormal? Got a story of your own you'd like to share? Send it my way. We do have an email, the Midnight Veil Society at gmail.com, or you can join me over on my Patreon, the Midnight Veil Society. Well, you have the option to join the Veil Walkers tier and have access to our Discord group and be the first to know when new items drop on our website, which I'm sure I'll figure out a link in here somewhere, but it's www.themidnightveilsociety.shop. This society is a space for all voices and all experiences. Because at the end of the day, the veil doesn't just separate the living from the dead, it separates what we know from what we have yet to discover. And I'm here to explore that space with all of you. Before we wrap up today, I want to leave you with a question. What's the one mystery, legend, or paranormal phenomenon that has always intrigued you? Maybe it's a haunted house in, your local town, a family story about a ghost sighting, or even just a strange feeling you've had. Think about it, and I hope you'll join me next time as we begin peeling back the layers of the Midnight Veil. If you want to connect, head over to our sites I mentioned. I'll also be sharing updates on upcoming episodes and educational resources to keep you engaged and inspired. Thank you for stepping into the veil with me today. Until next time, stay curious, stay brave, and remember, the truth is always waiting, just on the other side. This has been the Midnight Veil Society. I'm Lexi, and I'll see you in the shadows.